stream, and this is different. Very, very different. So I'm here in NEC for the Motorcycle Live 2022, and I just thought, well, I can't really do as much uploading, but I can still do some sort of stream. So I thought, why not do a bit of stream and just tell you guys how my day's gone so far, because it's been pretty good and it's been very tiring. So I thought just see what the general sense was. I can't really upload something, so I wanted to do something rather than doing nothing at all. So yeah, we've been promoting Ride 4 again, getting players to try the game. Some fast lap times actually, some 103s and some mid 103s, even to some high, well, it's a high 103s to maybe some low 104s, but it's been quite competitive. Much better than what I expected, to be quite honest with you. There's guys who kept coming back quite often, but it was rather interesting. So yeah, if you're just joining now, this is just a little discussion from my trip so far. I'm just trying to get the laptop running now so I can see what the comments are, because I don't know how this is going to work with this one, but unfortunately no gameplay as such today, so I just thought I'd do something a little bit different and chat to the aces. I've been trying to promote the channel and the Discord server as well, to try and meet some new aces and get some people in. I think some of you guys are going to come very, very soon, actually. So that should be very, very fun to have you guys arrive here in NEC Birmingham. Of course, now I'm just in the hotel chilling and just not getting in the internet connection on the laptop right now, so I can't see pretty much anything that's going on right now. Maybe I need the iPad, which I think is over there, and I can't be bothered to get it. So yeah, if you have joined this little chinwag session, let me know. I need to go for a shower in a bit, so I have literally just finished. But yeah, something different. Very, very different. No games. No games today. I mean, I think one video uploaded today, which must have been the Ride 4 one, definitely. Because of course Ride 4, wow, that's bright. You can see it in my glasses, can't you? Yes, we should be fine now. We are fine. So if you are here and you want to chat to DrAce, let me know. And we can discuss how things are going. So yeah, let me know who's in the chat. See, a few of you are in here. Things will be bouncing around. I guess it could be quite disappointing knowing that there's no gameplay right now, but hey, stream's a stream, no? Something different. Maybe the quality's terrible. I don't know. Yeah, apparently it's only a 720p, so that's going to be rough. Why is it 720p? I mean, I know the Wi-Fi is bad in here, but goodness me. Nick46 says hello. Hello, Nick. How are you, mate? It's good to see you. Apologies, there's no gameplay today, something different. But as I say, if you're not aware, I've been at Motorcycle Live today. Day 1 of 9, is it? Yeah, 8 days. So it's going to be a long one. But yeah, let me know how everyone's doing. Is MotoGP dying? I don't think so. MotoGP 22 or MotoGP in general? I would say no. Definitely say no. MotoGP is going pretty strong. We had a nice competitive season this year with Pecco Bagnaia versus Fabio, and even Aleix Spargos. We had the Italian team fighting in there as well. So it's nice to see different manufacturers up there and fighting it out. Apart from Honda, it's just a strange one. Not seeing any Hondas is certainly bizarre. And Superbike, I watched that this morning. I stayed up because I know I'm on business, but I had to watch the Superbike race because someone during the event will tell you what the results were. And I couldn't have that, so I had to stay up this morning and watch it. I actually got up early. Probably like, 3... Is it 3? No, 5. Yeah, 3:30 for the World Supersport race, and then 5. The guys came out today in Birmingham, and yeah, a lot of players were saying, the bike doesn't brake. The brakes don't work, or the bike doesn't brake, or it's just learning the game and taking time with it. I even have trouble playing Ride 4 after playing MotoGP and Superbike 22 for so much. But Thando says, what's going on? Where are you at? I'm currently in Birmingham. I'm at the hotel here, and I'm working for BMW, promoting Ride 4 and trying to get our esports sort of competition going in the Motorcycle Live. If you're not sure what Motorcycle Live is, it's a massive event for loads of manufacturers to just experience, well, to give people the experience of sitting on the bikes or booking test rides or even just having fun while you're there. It's, oh my goodness, it's a great event. I was going to do like a full vlog for this, but unfortunately I've been really busy today. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, but yeah, I'm in here in Birmingham, and I'll not be back making proper content till next week. So I'll be doing a couple of videos as I go. I've got the laptop here, so I'll be doing some editing while I can, but yeah, that explains where I am right now. Warris says, hi, DrAce. Hello, Warris. Welcome, but I don't know how well this works. Hey. Ah, no. Apparently orientation was locked, so sorry. No, it doesn't work. Nick 40 says, after Valentino Rossi, it's not the same. The young riders' personalities don't interest me. You know, I kind of understand what you're saying with that one, because Rossi, of course, is a unique character. There's absolutely no denying that. I don't think anyone disagrees. And they also had a villainy about Valentino, that he was aggressive, he was tough with his competitors. He always hated his competitors to be strong. In MotoGP now, I think a lot of riders are pally-pally. They're very friendly, you know, they're good buddies. So I do understand where the hero-villain side of it maybe doesn't result in that interesting. Same as Superbike, they're quite, you know, happy to be second or third to each other because they don't really mind. But then every now and again we get a skirmish like Bautista and Jonathan Ray's clash, where then words are spoken. So yeah, I do understand what you're saying. It's not the same, but it shouldn't be the same. It should be a new era of MotoGP, in my opinion. So where we have to look forward and enjoy the new MotoGP era rather than holding on to the past. Because don't get me wrong, my middle name is Valentino. I'm a huge fan, but we have to move on. So I guess that's the only answer I can give you. Any idea why Ride 4 was pulled from the PS Plus subscription? No idea, and personally I don't care for these subscription-based games, because this happens where you're enjoying a game, you're experiencing it, you're loving it, you're learning, and then it gets pulled from the store. So, nah, I'd rather just buy it, but I think the PS Plus subscription expires every now and again, games come and go. Personally, I wouldn't download it via the PS Plus, I'd just buy it. Straight up buy it, it's amazing. Nugget says, hi mate, how has your day been? Not too bad. Very, very busy. Can't really remember. I don't think any time from Donington to Brands Hatch it was ever this busy. Maybe 150 people, 200 people. So, yeah, good. Very good. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm just tired. I'm going to Pizza Express later for a grub, so that should be fun. Sacred Meerkats is the best way to get a taste of games if you're not sure. Very true, very true. Xbox Game Pass is fantastic for that, especially on PC. There's many games that I've considered buying, and then I've been told, why not try it out on Xbox Game Pass? Of course I didn't, because I'm stupid, but I see the idea behind it. I've seen from other people that that's the way they do it, or they won't purchase a game if it's on Xbox Game Pass, but the fear of missing out and the idea of the games just disappearing doesn't sit right with me. I'd rather just buy it, sit in my library and never touch it. I'd rather do that than pay a subscription. One thing I did do is I used to pay for the Ubisoft Plus, which I think is really good because you get all the DLC with it. However, I don't know, I was paying $12.99 a month, and every single month it went by, I just kept thinking, is it worth it? Maybe I should just bought the game. So let's say, for example, I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Maybe I've done 150 hours, which took over 8 months. $12.99 plus 8 months is more expensive than just buying the game at 50 quid. So then I start to think, I don't know if it's worth it. Anyway, that's a rant over. Andy Yates says, don't need your sunscreen on this gig. Far from it. It was relatively cold today, actually. So thankfully I've had my BMW top and this one that they kindly gave me, which is very nice. Although, I don't like polo shirts. And polo shirts don't suit me. I don't know. What do you think? Let me stand up. There's polo shirts in, I don't know. I don't particularly like polo shirts. I don't know. It just didn't suit for me. Sergio Andre says, hey Doc, do you think Ride 4 will get any updates, bikes and tracks? No. No, not at all. Milestone are working on Ride 5, which is possibly out next year. I don't think Ride 4 is going to get any updates. Nothing at all. River says, rocking that polo, mate. I know. You'd never, ever see me wearing a polo shirt off my own admission. It's only because of this event. That's it. I never would. Mickey Finn says, Ace, what do you think of the MV Agusta 2019 F4 1000 in Ride 4? I'm really enjoying the bike, although I'm not sure it's the fastest. Thanks, bro. Well, thanks, bro, to you for a good question. I love it. I think it's a great bike. It was funny you had mentioned that. I was looking at a time trial a few days ago before I recorded the Cadwell Park video, I think it was. So today's video. And I noticed the F4 1000 was in one of the lists I was looking at. And I was like, that's a good bike. That and the Aggo. The Aggo is a very, very good version. So good. Very, very good. So if you're asking if it's the fastest, I don't think it's the fastest. But I wouldn't want it to be the fastest. Because sometimes I find the fastest bikes is the hardest to control, and my lap times are never as good because I find you're on the limit too much. I'd rather have a stable bike that's not as quick, and then I can go faster with it because I have that confidence and the push to continue. Cerbri Andre says, oh, okay, Ride 5 sounds even better. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I don't know when it's going to come out, but if I do hear anything and I'm allowed to say, then I'll definitely let you know. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be streaming for as well, guys. Just looking at the time, I think I need to have dinner around 7:30, and I still need to get a shower. But honestly, I've not brought anything particularly special to wear. Just polo, just BMW stuff. That's it. We're not going to anywhere fancy anyway, so should be fine. And we're not exactly going to. I don't know what's a pucker restaurant nowadays that's dead funky. I don't know. Miller and Carter. Is that up there? Don't know. I don't go out much. Don't even order much anymore either. Anyone care for a Pepsi? I have no glasses. Well, I've got these, but I've got no glasses to drink from. So anyone else in the chat? Any questions for me? Any video requests I can look at in the future? I know I've got a lot of video requests still to do, but I'll get to them. I'll try. Delicious. So, something to mention, if any of you guys are still rocking Ride 4, we're doing Donington National again. So if you want to compete and also compare to some of the lap times from today in the NEC, you can compete. So 103 something. Sacred Meerkat, I see you in the chat. Obviously, you've already beaten it. It's not beating mine yet anyway. So until someone beats mine, I'll not play. Which I said a 102.4. I'll have to check on Ride 4 in a bit, but I'll probably not play it tonight. I'm too tired. Serbia Andre says, why are you so good at Ride? A lot of practice. Lots and lots and lots of practice. 384 hours I think I've played Ride 4 for now. I can check that. Bear with me one sec. Steam's got an update. Of course it has. I think it's like 300. Actually, you know what? It might be 395. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I swear I said it a lot, but you make it look easy. I don't think so. I think compared to the one thing I think actually, the one thing I've noticed for me is I look clean and it's smooth, but it's not as fast as some other players. I find that watching other people's gameplays, it looks a bit aggressive, but they're quicker. So in that regard, I might be fast, I might be good, but I'm not the best. I'm not the best. I think tomorrow Jack Hammersley's coming tomorrow. Jack Hammer 4658, of course. I think he's coming to the NEC tomorrow for BSB Day. I am so keen to see how he gets on with Ride 4. I know he doesn't really play it, but I'm keen to see. I just realised my phone's not even been on charge this whole time. Should be all right now. But yeah, he's going to be joining us tomorrow. That's just not charging. Sorry, guys. Try to get the fastest possible time in Imatra in a future video. I'm actually not the biggest fans of Imatra, but it's also not the worst track in the world. So I'll write that down and hopefully I can tackle that when I get back home. I don't think I'll have the chance to do it this week, but we'll certainly see. Video of yourself tutoring an amateur beginner would be helpful. I never thought of that. That's a good idea. I don't know who would want to volunteer to be the amateur, because I guess, excuse me, the Pepsi repeating. I don't know whether someone would be one to be videoed being tutored or making mistakes and errors, maybe, unless it was yourself. River says, how was your day at the BMW podium? Pretty good. Very tiring though. It was busy, with a capital B. I know, of course, you joined us in Donington, Rivers. Like twice as busy, 3 times as busy than that. And then when we went to Brands Hatch, it was also very busy. But it's also just me and then some of the BMW ladies helping me out. I met some great people today. There's some fantastic people, just really friendly. And it's been great. I've had a really good day, actually. I'm tired, but I've had a good day. And that's all that matters, really. I've had a really good day. Sergio says, hey, hello, dude. Welcome to the stream. Thought I'd do something a little bit different tonight. I know it's not gameplay, but it's always nice to have a good chinwag, nonetheless. And apologies for the mic quality, because I know it's only on an iPhone, but I really couldn't have packed my microphone here. It looks so weird when the room service comes in. I'm just streaming. Elmo Repo says, did anyone beat you at Donington? No. From the 3 events I've done, or at least doing on the 3rd one, no one's ever beaten my time. The closest anyone's gotten is, I think, today's 103... No, 103.4, I think it was, 103.2. It's about a second off to my time. Not bragging. At the end of the day, that lad's done a really good job. I think his name was Freddie. So if Freddie's watching, shout out to you. And if the gentleman I met today, when we discussed the Steam Deck, if you're here, say hello. It's great to always meet some new people. Sergio23 says, did you hide the BMW ladies behind you somewhere? No. I like to stand proud and represent with a smile. So yeah, no, I wouldn't say so. We all had sort of different roles and jobs to do. So mine was just obviously teaching the players, keeping an eye on the stuff, making sure we got a lot of focus on the numbers, the lap times, the names, and the ladies help us out and they do their things as well. It's a well-oiled machine. It's pretty good. Sergio Andre says, to be honest, I only watch your ride and MotoGP videos. I did learn a lot from them. Also, I wish I had more time for this. For a brief moment when I was living in Italy about 15 years ago, I owned a 1998 Yamaha R1. Sergio says, I mean, they're in the room. I mean, not really. I mean, it's just me in here doing my own thing. So, sadly not. No, don't come out yet. Stay. I'm kidding. Or am I? Well, that'd be a disappointment, wouldn't it? BMW should give a M1000 for anyone who can beat you. What the hell? I already told Meerkat to come. Jackhammer's coming tomorrow. Anyone else turns up, they couldn't beat me. I am beatable, you know that. It's true. Sergio beats me often. And even some others do. So that's not out of the equation. But, I'll tell you what, I'm rather enjoying this little chinwag. This is nice. I don't feel on my own anymore. It's cool. Cheers for that, guys and gals. To be honest though, I didn't even put a lap in today. I was far too busy for that. I wanted to. I really did. And I did sit down to do 1 lap. And that was just to do a replay mode to be put on the big screen. So when people walk past and see the replay of the big screen, and they're like, ooh, that looks good, you know, let's go there. So that's all I did, but it was a really short lap, and I think it already started on the thing, and I did like a 104. I just quickly thingied. Mickey Finn spinning laps at Donington now. M1000 RR though, mate. Rep the brand. I think there's a logo in the back and all. Somewhere, yeah. In fact, I had a chat with Sacred Meerkat a few days ago about that, actually. That's the only time you'll see me wearing a polo shirt if it's bike branded. And that's it. So I think I'll give it 5 more minutes then, guys, and I've probably got to go and get a shower in that. Well, maybe 10. We'll round it off at 30 minutes. I'll try and do more of these if you guys want. I know it's not ideal, but at least we're doing something together. It's nice, isn't it? So I appreciate the company. Being on my own, it's different, very different. Putting Orange Life up tomorrow. No, we need to get people in and out. Get them play 5 laps or so. Put the best lap time, maybe 10 laps, depending on how busy it is. If we put the Nord Life on, it's going to be a crash fest. It'll be 10 minutes for a lap. The Nord Life's not going on. No way. To be fair, come close. Someone put a Yamaha on today. They did. And it was on the big screen too. I had to quickly fix it though. I was like, no. No Yamaha. We've got an alliance. Don't set the German brand. Boost, no. Or ZZR1, no. Just no, Andre. No. Never. Ever. Either. Not happening. No way. Terrible bikes. Terrible bikes. You'll never catch me on one. Oh, I've got a message that's held for review. I don't see anything. So it's all right. I reviewed the post. It seems fine. So if you have any more questions for me, let me know. Otherwise, I better go and get showered. As I said earlier, I tell you what, I did get some new shoes for the event. I was told it was black shoes. All black. Just black shoes. So I was thinking, that's obviously like, I don't like the term, but they call them... No, I can't. But the pointy shoes resemble flicking excrement. You can figure out what they're called. And those are the pointy ones. And you flick, you get my point. If you don't get my point, you're not English, so you're probably not going to get the British reference. But I did settle on some shoes, and I really like them. They're from All Saints, and I think they're very comfortable. What do you think of the Ducati V4 Street Fighter in Ride? I don't really remember that bike very much. Is that like the fastest naked? I know the Super Naked is extremely quick, and I don't like that bike at all. It wheelies unbelievably. I don't like it at all. It's a bit uncontrollable. You're strong on the brakes and the upshifts, but I don't really remember the Street Fighter. Let me have a Google. Is the Street Fighter? Oh. Is the Ducati Street Fighter what I think it is? Is it the Super Naked? Because that's just unbelievable. I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Not a fan. Not a fan, to be honest with you. I think it's a pig. It just wants to throw you off at every corner. It's aggressive and it's violent, so nah. Not a fan. It is very hard to handle. It's not a bike you'll see me use often. So I don't know why it's called the Naked. Maybe a licensing issue, perhaps? I'm not sure. Because, I also didn't know it was... when you Google the Super Naked, does it come up with the Street Fighter? Yeah, it does. Strange. Maybe Milestone just got it wrong on this one. You know what, that's odd though, isn't it? You wouldn't think the Italian manufacturer, or at least the Italian game developer, would get the Italian manufacturer wrong. I'm not sure, but obviously they did. Yeah, that's a strange one, isn't it? So, right, okay. Checked business. Seemed pretty good. So, regarding back to business, I do believe I'm going to have a few issues with streaming Ride 4 MotoGP 22 on Sundays for the next month or so. going to be very busy on Sundays for those next months, so I may have to move streams to Monday. I know it's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. So let me know who'd be interested in Monday streams. I know it's not great, but let me know, because I do need to figure out if it's even worthwhile. Comment from Aid, if you are watching, Aid. I've read the comment regarding John McGuinness's CBR 1000 Treble R SP, which was made by our very own Sergio23. That is available to download on the Ride 4, help me out, editor, online library. Yeah, can't remember what it's called, but yeah, that one. So yes, it's available for download. Everything that Sergio does is on PC though, so if you're on PC, you can download it. Atrix says, why hello? Why hello, good sir. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to this very different stream. If you're watching on mobile, I guess this looks great. If you're watching this on PC, I apologize. It's in portrait mode, isn't it? I'm being told it's humid tonight. So get this as well. I wanted to upgrade this laptop to Windows 11. And actually, this is not my laptop, this is my mum's. I don't actually own a laptop. I got rid of it thinking I would never need one. And here we are, needing a laptop. So it's got an i5 and it's got a GTX or RTX 1650 Super, I think. Not bad. It certainly is equivalent to use Windows 11, but I'm being told that I have to wait for my time slot to get into Windows 11. How stupid is that? It's not that great. I mean, Windows 11's nice, but it gives me... Oh, that's a dodgy colour. I hate light mode. Why would that go in light mode? Well, regarding Windows 11, I don't think it's that great, but I have tremendous issues with Vegas. So if you didn't know, I edit all my videos via Vegas. So all of them, from anything, is edited Vegas Pro 17. Recently upgraded to Windows, when I upgraded to Windows 11, sorry, I've had nothing but problems. I have to open Vegas and then go into Task Manager, close Vegas, and then it'll launch. Ridiculous. So I decided to purchase Vegas Pro 20 for 98 Great British pounds on a Black Friday sale. And it sucks. Absolutely awful. I cannot do anything on it without it crashing and literally turning my PC off. Or at least the only way to fix it is by turning my PC off. Garbage. Also rubbish. So I'm going through the tay-to-tay and a to and throw with the Magic X to get this fixed. Pain. Champ Smoke 157 says, are you racing? Sadly not. I'm just doing this particular thing because I'm at Motorcycle Live. So I can't stream anything really, to be honest with you. You think they're going to come out with Ride 5? Absolutely. 100%. They're working on it now, and Ride 5, I think, has already had its patent for the logo, etc. I did read about that recently, or someone told me. So, yeah, Ride 5 is definitely coming out next year. There's no way Ride 5 wouldn't come out. I'm sure Ride 5 is the most successful IP for Milestone. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's certainly up there. You'll be surprised to know, I think, the Hot Wheels game did tremendously well for Milestone. So I wouldn't mind seeing more spin-offs of things like that. But Ride series is very, very popular. The plethora of bikes, the brilliant selection of tracks. Ride can only improve. It can go worse, but do you think so? I don't think so. Atrix says, how do you transfer from MotoGP to Ride 4? I find it impossible to switch between each game. I struggle just as much as you do. It's very difficult to balance the physics, the feeling, the brakes, the bikes from both games. Chuck in Superbike 22. Different. I find the gearing in Superbike 22 feels great. MotoGP, I seem to get them wrong. And Ride 4, they don't feel right. And it's simply just because I'm not used to it. I played a lot of Ride 4 without manual gears for so long that playing it with manual gears now is a bit strange. And of course you've got the tuck-in, which is a different physics in total. Older Unreal Engine as well. It's an outdated game. It just feels different. There's no way to really improve on that. It's a It's a cliche answer, but just practice. Spend more and more time with them. The best way to do it would probably balance them out per week. So if you were to play Ride 4 one night, MotoGP the next night, Superbike, etc., etc. I've always felt the same way with the MX games as well. So for example, Monster Energy Supercross, you have to move the bike very early to make some corners due to the nature of the berms, nature of the jumps. Where MXGP, you can actually go back onto like a full straight or a long corner, which you don't need to maneuver the bike such an aggressive way. All of them are like that. Every bike game from, I mean, if you, God, this would be mad, but if you're trying to include Rims Racing, TT Isle of Man, and, I don't know, Tourist Trophy, or, what's my favourite one, Motor Racer, you'd have a tough time balancing them all. It'd be a nightmare. Sergio23 says, I've gone back to Auto Tuck. I don't know. Whenever I play Ride 4, my thumb instantly goes straight onto the X button and I cannot lift it. Love the tucking, the manual tucking, but I will be honest with you, I don't want the tuck bike game. I feel that's the arcade side that we need to move on from. It should just be all completely, either the rider does it automatically or we push forward in the analog stick, but I'd rather just go. So they just fell. But yeah, personally for me, I'd rather them just turn off auto the whole tuck button like they did with MotoGP and Superbike. I find it's much better. And for new players, explaining to them that you need to hold the tuck-in button or you leave it and don't press it is just a strange concept for me now. Seems weird after playing so much Superbike and MotoGP. Even explaining to some people that every time you move the analog stick, it moves the thing. But I do agree with what you've just said there, Sergio. It does hurt your thumb after a while, because if you're playing with especially like a 250cc, you're on the straight for maybe 10-15 seconds, depending on the track. I think even an Okayama, when you're coming out to the right-hand side after Piper or before Piper, yeah, I think it's well before Piper, you go into the hairpin, you're holding the acceleration down for quite a long time, and especially with the tuck-in button, like just squashed. It's not great. Remove the tuck-in. Andre says, I wish they put on a lot of bikes in Ride 5. Older ones from the 90s, like the ZX9R, the ZX12, the FZR from Yamaha, etc., etc. I think when it comes to bikes, especially with Ride series, we always want more and more and more bikes, which is a bad thing. Because, I know it sounds mad, when I go on Ride 4, I struggle to find a bike I want to use because of the selection. And it's like this with my games collection, for example. The more you have, the harder it is to choose. So the less you have, the more you're going to use. And I find that's a big problem with Ride 4. It's a good problem to have. But I've got so many bikes I just think, nah, I should use this. Oh, I should use that. No, I should use this one. I don't know which one to use. I'll just not bother. So I think if we had it our way, we'd just have completely just 100% bikes. Every bike that's ever been made for the past like decade or so, or even more. I just, I don't know. I agree though, I'd like to see some older bikes in there. I'd like to see a better track selection for Supermotos, because the Supermotos in Ride 4 are just pointless. No track is enjoyable to use with the Supermotos. I think we did one time trial, was it Okayama again? Yeah. The only thing I really want for Ride is just different classes for bikes and different time trial options. Wet weather time trials. Different classes of time trials. Because sometimes the time trials are just useless. Like, they're so batched in that you just think, what's the point of even attempting to do a lap with this bike, because it's just impossible to get in the top 10, 50, 30, whatever it may be. So I would probably, yeah, as Sergio says, there were more classes and varied classes, and finally, not just divided by points. The performance points thing is a dull concept now, I think. I'm happy to move on from that. Excuse me. Thanks for those who have liked the stream so far. It does help the channel grow. So if you're watching and you get to subscribe or you get to click the like button, be sure to do so now, because I'll probably be gone in the next 5 minutes. So yeah, do it now whilst you can. Andre says, I mean, look at the car games, Forza, Gran Turismo. Me, honestly, I love the bikes in Ride 4 now. I wish they would add a lot more. It's about time they catch up to the car games. I don't know with cars. I don't know anything about cars, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if they have 50 cars, 500 cars, 5,000 cars. I don't know. So I always felt like the Ride 4 bike selection is already more than enough. And then we had the complete opposite, where we used 8 bikes in Rims Racing, which was a huge kick in the teeth. At the time, I thought it was a great idea because it was a focus rather than just chucking everything in. It was a point of emphasis, which kind of sucked. I thought it was going to be great. I really did. Like, I just didn't see Rims Racing being so bad. I know it's not terrible, but it's certainly not Ride 4, which it was trying to compete with. Atrix says, how do you feel about the scariest part of bike racing games? Multiplayer. I only play multiplayer if it's with you guys. If it's with the public lobby by myself, it'll never happen. It might be a private lobby with Sergio and the Aces. It might be a private lobby with Sacred Meerkat. But it always has an ace included in it. I don't enjoy multiplayer in anything unless it's with someone I know or if it's for the content. I don't play multiplayer, ever. So from co-op with a friend, I would say. I do play co-op games every now and again. Really like playing Company Heroes with my friend Albo. I do very much enjoy that. But that's it. But that's against the AI, so together it's just us two. I just don't care for multiplayer racing. I don't have, apart from putting all of the time in the world to do the bike games due to the content, I always feel a step behind playing multiplayer. So if it's, I don't know, top of my head, Call of Duty or Halo or what was the other one I used to play? Killzone, I think it was, maybe. Or Metal Gear Solid 4 Online, that was fun. I just don't particularly enjoy multiplayer. And I think the public lobbies on multiplayer games for Ride 4, MotoGP, Superbike, whatever it may be, are just a mixed bag. You know, one day you can have a great race online, and the next you'll get nothing but rammed off the track. Maybe you'll get a race where everyone's 15, 30 seconds slower. Maybe you'll get one where people are cheating. It's just a luck of the draw when it comes to those multiplayers, and I'm not a fan of multiplayer. I guess that was a long drawn answer, but yes. Multiclass racing online, track days online would be fun as well. Yeah, that's kind of cool actually. The one thing I will stress, and I will stress it time and time and again, and anyone who suggests this, I'm going to have to disagree with you. I don't want a free roam in Ride 4. If you dabble with the idea of putting free roam into a game like Ride, the game will have to be dumbed down on the physics side to make the free roam entertaining. It'll turn Ride into Need for Speed, and that will suck. I know there's stuff being worked on which can be possibly, I don't know, teased to the fact that there will be open world, but I just don't care for open world for that much. It does sound fun to just having like a time trial with everyone just enjoying it and Ride, for example, but I don't want a free roam. I really don't want a free roam. Always dumb down the physics and it's just not that enjoyable. It sounds better than it always is. Lupo2, I can never say this. Lupo Titus says, yo, sup Ace? Yo, sup LT? How are you, mate? Thanks for joining the stream. Be sure to like if you haven't done already. I'm about to go off very, very soon. I'm already over my rota, which my quota, should I say. But yeah, this has been rather fun, actually. You said my name like it's some disease. It's not intentional, I'm tired, dude. I've had a long day. You got Luputitis. Yeah, I can't say it. Luputitis? LT. LT's always fine for me. Atrix says, I wish you could make your own career mode. You can make your own teams, you pick where to try to go, you pick the tracks, almost like you in a complete control. Yeah, I mean, define career mode though. Do you mean like the Ride career mode that we have, where you do time trials, track days, and them? I would like to see some more like selection. I did find in Ride 4 there was a lot of 5-lap races in Mugello, 5-lap races in Donington, 5-lap races in Laguna Seca, 5-lap races in Road Atlanta, Road America, 5-lap race, or one time trial. I think we need a bit of more variation, and the time trials and the racing in general is just never that competitive. But I understand they have to find some balance, but they need to bring in a system where if you're playing on the hardest difficulty AI with realistic settings, then your lap time needs to be a different benchmark to someone who's playing on beginners. Because getting the gold for a beginner, I guess you could cheese it, but if the player wants to cheese his own personal career mode, then yeah, go ahead, why not? But if I want to play something to my standards, then I'm happy to play on the hardest difficulty with a difficult gold challenge. I'm hoping we could look into that in the future. These Romanian names are somewhat Latin Romanian names, Roman names. You've got to be more articulate with them. I don't even know how to start that. It doesn't sound like I say it wrong, but I would probably have to hear it to know, and then I would be able to replicate it. Edric says, like single-player career mode, you get to pick everything. Two Romanians in the chat. That's cool. Like Lupu Titos. Really? It's Titus. It says Titus right there. My goodness. Well, I guess that's going to have to be me for tonight, guys. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I'm going to head off to the shower. And as Sergio said, I'll let the girls out of the bathroom in a minute. I'm joking, honestly. And yeah, so big thanks for joining the stream. If you want to see more tomorrow and I can tell you about how day 2 went, let me know. If you want to just find out more about what I'm up to, Discord server, you can ask me for your own questions. Yo, fist bump Rivers in the chat. Are you got a question before I go, or just saying? I've not gone yet. I'm still here, but I do need to get a shower soon. We're meeting. Let me check again. I think we meet at 7. Yeah. We're meeting at 7, but 7:30. Yeah, I've got to crack on. So yeah, thanks guys. I really appreciate you stopping by and joining the stream. As I say, if you want to see more like this, let me know tomorrow, or let me know after this video, and I guess I'll see you then. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next stream. Ciao for now. And I need to end it via this. I think it is. Yes, it is.